Look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory.
I can't.
Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating and I whooped that.
Oh man. That's sad. That's
sad.
All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting down.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Welcome to the New Normal Podcast. Hold on, y'all. Welcome to the New Normal Podcast, a place where we talk about what everybody is thinking. Today, we have a fire topic for everyone. Yeah. I don't know, my headphones up or what? Yeah. All right, there we go. Today we got a fire topic for everyone. Black women being racist. Can black people be racist? I know a lot of people have their thoughts about if black people can even be racist. The thing is, I think black people can be racist, and that is my thought, my take on it. Racism, I looked up the definition. Maybe we should look up the definition, or maybe you should just go search it on yourself. But basically, it means you have a prejudice against somebody, and you marginalize them. You have, I guess, animosity, or you don't like them for some odd reason or whatnot. But I want to say, I think right now, the main people who are perpetuating and focus on race the most are black women. Black women are being vitriolic. Black women are always starting shit and then want black men to jump in. That's why I always tell black men, hey, y'all need to watch out for the shit starters in our community. That doesn't mean that you should not protect black women if they need protection. But if you see a woman and she's an antagonist, that means you maybe should watch out for her. So we're going to talk about Travis Kelce and how in the shade room you hear all the black women. You can see all the comments in the shade room of the black women saying, racist stuff all day long. We're going to talk about Jamie Foxx and his new boo. We're going to look at that comment section too. We're going to look at Twitter as well. My Twitter page, I see a lot of crazy stuff on Twitter. And we're going to talk about how I seen this little black girl playing with a white girl, and they're being kids, and the white girl snatches something out the black girl's hand, and the black mother says, snatch it back, baby. These Karens are going to have to learn, being very nasty, and they're teaching their kids this at a young age. This is maybe a 3 or 4 year old baby. And what I want to say is, black people are always talking about how white people teach their children to be racist at a young age. But it seems like we're perpetuating and doing the same thing that we claim that white people do. I always say that black people, a lot of black people, mainly black women, want to be white. And we know that some of the most racist people there are white women. So now that we see that, the black women are always trying to be like white women, and they're trying to put themselves in position for the white man to talk to them. Let's talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, right? So when I first seen this, I was like, cool, Travis Kelce upgraded. Then I started seeing all these comments and posts and think pieces about how Travis Kelce downgraded talking to a Taylor Swift. I, for the life of me, could not understand how Travis Kelce downgraded by talking to a woman that's almost a billionaire, but they say he downgraded. And you got to think about this. The only thing that they talk about is the ass that Kayla has that Taylor Swift doesn't. As if that's the only thing Black women have to offer. It's always ass. It's always when you see them on social media shaking their ass, putting their ass to the camera, always bending over, always twerking, always trying to act like they in the gym working out real hard in their little Superman outfit, and they got the spandex pulled up in their cootie pop, and got the they body turned to the side with their weird ass stance, and they on their tippy toes and got their hip poked out because they want you to see that's what they have to offer. Now, the thing is, we all know that they'll get dick through the DMs. Nobody's denying that. It's gonna be some dude that's gonna see her being thick, that's gonna jump in her DMs because a lot of these women are attention seeking. We know a lot of women don't have their fathers in the home, so they have to search for their fathers through social media, which we see a lot of women doing nowadays. So that's why they're out here. Hopefully, their daddy gonna say, "Hey, baby, you don't need to post this. I know I've been gone 55 years out your life. I see you post this picture and I just couldn't take it anymore. So now I'm back and I want to tell you that you don't have to do this." If y'all are watching the video, make sure y'all like the video, make sure y'all share the video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you see this. Tell me where y'all from. Um, Let me know if you think in the comment section, did Travis Kelsey downgrade from talking to Taylor Swift? And why are Black women outraged about Travis Kelsey talking to Taylor Swift? Why are Black women able to say the stuff that they say in comment section and be racist and say cracker this and saltine this and make jokes about white people all day long in certain comment section in certain places? But I got a friend literally said women are bad drivers in a joking manner and got his page took off Instagram for saying that joke. But women can, on TikTok, I was scrolling yesterday and a woman got her titty out on TikTok in the name of breastfeeding. She's breastfeeding her child, but if you see this video, she's definitely trying to show off her titties. And these ain't like them African titties that be saggy and ugly. No, these are just some really nice, like it's a whole page of just women with really nice titties. And I'm like, this is definitely weird that you would use your child in the sake of growing your page to put your titty out here on TikTok. But that's what's going on. It's a weird time we live in. They're letting women in general run rushside over social media, doing whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to do. And we know it's believe all women, which is stupid. And we keep getting and seeing so many women lining and caught. If y'all have not seen my video about the South Dakota woman who lied about being raped, y'all should go watch that video because it was a woman in South Dakota. She went to Florida to cheat on her husband. When she got there and after the act happened, she wanted to get a free STD test. So she called the police, act like she got raped. What she did was go to Walmart, buy rope and buy tape. And that's how they caught her because she was on the camera buying stuff that she said the assailant used on her. And she used her credit card to buy the stuff. Can't get any more dumber than this, but that's what happened. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to look at these comments that I see on the Shade Room, right? Let me show y'all what they're saying. So, let's see. All right. So this is on the Shade Room. This is them walking Travis Kelsey. It says Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift spotted walking together after the Chiefs win against the Bears. Hold on real quick, y'all. My bad. Hold on. After the Chiefs win against the Bears, right? And so these are the comments, and these Shade Room is ran by a Black woman. And it's predominantly seems like a Black woman page, if I would have to say. But as we watch, and we're gonna go down these comments and we can look at what they say. So right here, it says he left Kayla and turned into a sheriff from one of those small towns that say, we don't like your kind around these parts. The next comment, Travis was fine as fuck when he was with Kayla. That's all we was saying. Now he just looked like Sheriff Billy Bob. He really turned his back into a white. He really turned back into a white man. LOL. He ain't even fine anymore. How do you go from being fine from dating someone to not being fine after you go back to your race? This is weird. So he dates a black girl and he's fine as fuck, and he dates Taylor Swift, a white woman, and he's not fine. Now take it. Black women always say if a man dates outside of his race, he doesn't like his mama, auntie, sister, cousin, auntie. He don't like these women in his family. So it would be smart for Travis Kelce to go back and date a woman that looks like his mama, so he could show the world that he loves his mama. Because y'all say this, black women say this all the time. And what's crazy is these are the first 3 comments, and they're parroting each other. It is nothing innovative. It's nothing catchy. It's nothing witty. It is nothing about these comments that make you like, that was a good one. None of these comments are good. These comments actually make you want to do this. It's really, really horrible what I'm watching. So let's read another comment. I knew that mustache was sticking around a little too long. It's so crazy how a beard can make a difference. When they break up, expect a new song. It's such a privilege that white people have. They can unblack themselves, so to speak, because he was certainly dressing differently before. How does a white man be black and then unblack himself by the way he dates somebody and dresses? This is weird. This is really, y'all know why they do this? Why black women do this? Get in this comment section and say this. So if a white man just so happened to be on the shade room and stroll, he know what black woman he can prey on, because he knows that this black woman is lusting over white men and loves white men, because we know that black women, the strongest, educated, most smartest people, they have the lowest self-esteem. That's why they always trying to show off their body. Because when I grew up, self-esteem and confidence wasn't about being half naked on the internet. It was about being covered up and walking a certain type of way, holding your head a certain type of way, talking a certain type of way, having a certain je ne sais quoi. But now it seems as if confidence means being half naked. No matter how you look, no matter how you shape, a lot of these fat hoes be out here just butt half naked, and they want to show all these rolls like that old lady with them, all that cellulite with the big hips and the big butt, and everybody looking in the comment section like, oh, it's the confidence for me. That's how I know women don't like each other. That reason alone is how I know women don't like each other. It's equivalent to when people say, you got dressed around your friends and they let you come out the house looking like this, you don't have no real friends. That is the equivalent of that, because I know when women be in these comment section bigging up other women and saying, you go girl, oh yes queen, it's the confidence for me, and you know this girl big as all out those, she got to turn sideways to walk in the room, I know y'all don't like each other. And I know you want that girl to stay big and more women to stay big, because a lot of these women that are saying yes, a lot of them are smaller than them, and they know these women will not be their competition for the man that they want, because they bigger. They ate themselves out of the men that they want and out of the dating pool of the woman that's saying, yes, queen. That's why they big these women up like this in the comment section. But let's keep going. We care about Taylor Swift over here, one black girl. Okay. Might not like it, but she's someone's Beyonce out there. She has her own army. She don't get enough credit. And I'm not even a fan. Forget her color. Shorty does numbers. Is this even a black woman? That's not even a black woman that said that. A black dude. Y'all are mad that a white man is dating a white woman? Right. The mustache is giving, I cut the meanest lawn ever. They cute though. Like what? Like these jokes ain't even funny. And we don't talk about how women aren't funny at all. Women are not funny at all. That's why female comedians always resort to sex. They always resort to sex when you see them. This don't belong on Shade Room. His I'm a Texas Ranger mustache says all we need to know. And what is that exactly? He left Kayla and turned into a sheriff from one of those small towns that said, we don't like your kind around here. Is this a duplicate comment? I gotta see. Is this a did somebody repost this? No, bruh. This is sad. This is why I say when you smash one, you smash them all. And we got to talk about this too. And I don't know. I know a lot of y'all daddies ain't in the house. So I have to be a dad right now. But hey, can y'all hear me out there? Put a one in the comment if y'all can hear me good, because it sounds like I can't hear myself in these headphones. I don't know what's going on. But it seems as if we don't understand that relationships are transactional and transformative at the same time and reflective. So depending if he's dating a black girl, right? Just go with me. If he's dating a black girl, it's going to be times where the black girl is going to say, hey baby, I bought you this shirt. Can you wear this? I think you'll look good in it. And as men, we're going to say, okay, baby, because it's our woman, want to make her happy. She told me I look good, so it's a confidence boost that my woman tell me I look good in something. So if the black girl style is different than the white girl style, of course she's going to dress different according to the woman that he dates. That is common sense. But it seems like when we have these conversations in the black community, it's like nobody understands that. You're going to dress and act according to who you date. Y'all know a prime example of this, and niggas gonna know who I'm talking about. Y'all remember when y'all tripped out on Andre 3000 coming when they started dating Erica Badu? Y'all said, oh, they started dressing weird when they got with Erica Badu. Oh, they weren't dressing like that before they got with Erica Badu. But as soon as they got with Erica Badu, they started dressing different and dressing weird, and their music sounded differently. Prime example. So y'all understand when people get in certain relationships, people move according to who they date. So it would be weird for Travis Kelce to still dress in the manner that Kayla likes when he's dating a Taylor Swift. Let's look at some more comments. Travis was fine as hold on. Let me make sure I ain't, because it feel like I don't like that Super Mario ass mustache. He had his I'm a Texas Ranger mustache says all we need to know. This don't belong on the Shade Room. Now that the beard is gone, he's slick with the Kardashians. They move all of their seasoning when they go back to their people. What? I'm telling y'all, bro. Black women say the same exact thing, and they don't even know they've been programmed. Like at least with black men, you could find a plethora of thought throughout the black community when it comes to black men. But with black women, pretty much when you've been with one, you fuck one, they all sound the same. They all have the same talking points. They all vote for the same shit. They all democratic. They all keep perpetuating racism. They all think Trump was racist. I promise you, you will not find anything. You're not going to find a shining gem when it comes to black women for the most part. You're not going to find someone that just thinks different, that just thinks out the box, that's, not so obtuse in thinking. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a weird dynamic that we have in our community because we're supposed to have the most enrolled, educated, PhD, high earning women in our community. And this is what we get because I guarantee you it's some of these PhD women that's in this comment section as I read it. Travis looking like an undercover cop now. Don't even fit the swag no more. Now, that's a dude that said that. But from a black woman is crazy. Grew that mustache and went back to his roots. He's not even fine anymore. You can keep him, Taylor. So all he got to do to be fine is grow his beard back. Weirdos. He back looking like he only date white girls with that beard. Real redneckish. The goal is always to win us over and then go back to what you know. Win y'all over. You ain't gotta win no damn black woman over because we already know black women always want to put that pink lipstick on. They always want to do that. It ain't never a time in history with that black women did not have access to white men. They always want to put that pink lipstick on. Always. Here go another one looking like a whole state trooper. Like nobody in this comment section is original. He had a full beard when he was with Kayla, but with Taylor, we get the porn stash. Laugh my ass off. He a white man. Why the hell do y'all care so much that he's dating a white woman? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Black man. And that's how I feel. This is screaming insecurity to the utmost. And y'all got to remember, when they broke up, Kayla was saying that they split bills. Her and Travis Kelce split bills. And then you're not dating Kayla anymore, and now you're dating a woman that's almost worth $1 billion fucking dollars. Now, if you look at black women in the comment section of a black man dating a white woman, like we're going to do when we look at Jamie Foxx in his comment section, because he's dating a new white lady, how the black women act then. Now, the black men is all sorts of kind of coons and niggas and sellouts and all of this. But when you see the black women here talk about Travis Kelce, now what? It's okay. Kayla was too much for him anyways. What the fuck? How do y'all even know about these people's relationship? What's going on? What happened? He was fine. And now the fuck? Y'all mad a white man is dating a white woman, another black man. Right. And black men are seeing in real time how black women act over white men. They don't even give y'all this black men this type of energy at no time ever. Ever. Also, they keep saying that Travis Kelce downgraded. Let me show y'all something. They said Travis Kelce downgraded. I don't know what a downgrade looks to y'all, but look at this. I don't know what a downgrade look like to y'all, but look at this real quick. It says, since Taylor Swift showed up to Sunday's Chiefs Bears game, 400% spike in Travis Kelce jersey sales. Kelce podcast ranks #1 overall on Apple. Kelce adds 383,000 Instagram followers. 24.3 million viewers watched #1 game this week. 63% jump in female viewers aged 18 to 49. 3 times increase in Chiefs search on web. 3 times increase in Chiefs sales on StubHub. Chiefs sold more tickets in a single day since the start of the season. That's what you call an upgrade. It ain't never been a time, and y'all wish y'all could name one, that a a white man got with a black woman and went to the moon. It ain't never been a time that a white man got with a black woman and instantly had that type of trajectory in 1 week. Name one. This next coming. He done with his black girl aesthetic era, so he had to switch that beard into a Burt Reynolds mustache. He dated a black woman. Now that's all he got to date for the rest of his life. He's white. He lost all his flavor. He's not giving anymore with that Hitler mustache. And before y'all start trying to hype Kayla, she wasn't his best choice either. How the fuck do you know? Child, why is news of Taylor Swift on the Shade Room? Please be for real. You know why the news of Taylor Swift on the Shade Room. You know why this is, because the reason that I know about Kayla is because black women were all like, "Oh, Travis Kelce's so fine. Travis Kelce's so fine," because Travis Kelce was dating a white man dating a black woman. When they won the Super Bowl and he was kissing on her, and that went viral. Oh, I didn't know Travis Kelce was dating a black woman. He's so fine. Look at him. And then y'all always try to big up people. Like y'all still be trying to, what's that fat girl that played Precious? I can't think of her name, but the fat girl that played Precious, y'all be trying to big her up and try to act like her man a billionaire. Then the Serena Williams man, y'all try to act like he was bigger and more richer than what he was. Y'all always doing that. Y'all know why they put this here? Because the Shade Room is particularly for the black women. And the black women was loving Travis Kelce. And they knew that Travis Kelce was going to be a hot topic on this and get a lot of clicks and likes. And they knew that y'all was going to be upset. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, so like I said, I just want y'all to go through this comment section. So you just adapt the look and persona of a black man when you're dating a black woman, and then boom, Sheriff Doug Swift in full effect. Like I said, and I'm gonna say this again. You're going to dress, and people have influence on the way that you dress when you're dating them. So if you're dating a black woman as a white man, you're typically going to be wearing urban clothing or urban aesthetic or have that type of swag. Now that he's dating Taylor Swift, of course he's going to change the way that he's dressing, because it's transactional, transformative, and reflective, typical relationships. I know y'all don't get that. I know a lot of y'all dads went in the house to teach you how relationships go, and I know that y'all are upset. But black women, come on, dog. Y'all can't be acting like this, man. Y'all can't be out here looking this fucking desperate. Not this desperate. Not this desperate. Come on, man. So let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what we finna talk about next. We about to switch it up, and we finna talk about. Nah, I ain't gonna talk about Candace Owens. Let's talk about this right now. Let's talk about Jamie Foxx. So since we talked about Travis Kelce and how the black women were acting in the Shade Room comment section, let's talk about how the black women are acting on the post where Jamie Foxx was in holding a white lady's hand, and how they were acting about that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go read that. I seen how they were acting in that comment section and how they were all sad, and Travis Kelce then changed up, and now he acting like a white man because he dating a white woman, which is weird because, like I say, you're gonna dress and act pertaining to who you date, but that sound like that's too sensical. That just makes too much sense. Let me show y'all something else too. I'm gonna take this off the screen, but let me show y'all something else I seen. And I was like, you can't be serious. Let me show y'all something else real quick. Hold on. And this is why I say, black men, if y'all out here, y'all get out the way. Do not be trying to protect, like the lady that got hit with a brick. How many times do you need to get hit with a brick to learn your lesson? How many times you need to get hit with a brick to learn your lesson? So I'm gonna play this right quick. Play this for y'all. I'm not finding this Jamie Foxx come. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna play this real quick for y'all. Let me play it real quick for y'all so y'all can see. I don't know why the volume ain't playing. Hold on, y'all. I do not know why the volume ain't playing. Hold on. Oh,
Looks at me and then she's like, yeah, I'm just going to get in your personal space even more. Planet Fitness will never see me another day of my life. There were so many weird things about this day, about this workout, anyways, that were just off putting to me. Like, I knew it was the last day immediately. But let's just watch how this young lady sets her water bottle down right in my personal space, looks at me, and then she's like, yeah, I'm just going to get in your personal space even more. From this angle, you can't really see, but whenever I say she was breathing down my neck, right here, like so close, like if I would have swung that weight back, babe, it would have hit, and then it would have been my fault.
That woman is not in your personal space. You're in her personal space, or anyone's that wants to use those cables. Just because you put your phone down to record yourself, grab some dumbbells, do an exercise, doesn't mean you get to claim any part of the gym that you want, especially when you're next to a machine or the cables. And look what she does. She gives you the space anyway. She takes the rope and she walks away, and you still get upset. Why? Because even though you're doing 3 or 4 different exercises, you claim that you're still using that rope. Well, let me ask you, did you tell her that? Did you try to communicate with her like an adult would in a shared space like the gym? Or did you say, hey, I'll take a video to make myself out to be a victim, which you're not, just to get some likes and attention? And then say, because of this, you'll never go to Planet Fitness again. Well, if you ask me, Planet Fitness is better off for it, especially if you're going to treat people like this. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Planet Fitness will never see me another day of my life.
At about 6:15 yesterday, a gentleman was walking.
Now, y'all seen that video, right? Hold on, let me go back. Let me remove this. Now, y'all seen that video. All right, so look at this. Let's see if I can find the comment section of that video. I want y'all to see the comment section of this video. All right, so if y'all watch that video, y'all seen that man had said nothing wrong to her, right? Nothing wrong. So this is the post that happened to be on Instagram that he screenshot and put in the comment section on Facebook. And the girl said, you came at a black female teenager as a grown man, really? Now, he didn't come at her. He didn't say anything. The girl had very poor gym etiquette. If you're not using an equipment or a machine, it is not good gym etiquette. It's not good gym etiquette to stand in the way where somebody could possibly use that machine so they can get in a workout and get on out of there. And I don't know if y'all go to a real gym, but sometimes gyms are very, very packed. And sometimes people want to get in there and do what they can, try to get on, jump on machines fast as they can so they can complete their workout and get out of there. And I understand a lot of y'all, especially black women, are just now starting to work out and learn how to work out. So y'all might not have proper gym etiquette, but this is horrible. Like, you set your phone up, you back up, and you're literally in front of these cables, being in the way of someone trying to use it. And the lady stood there to see if you would move up, but you continue to stand right there, because if I'm in the way, men don't have this problem. If I'm working out, if I'm so-called in the way and I see a dude walks up, he'll be like, hey bro, you using this? Or I might have my headphones on, he'll point at the machine or point at the bench. I'm like, no, you go guys, and now move over so they can work out. But this is horrible. This is poor gym etiquette. But I'm gonna read it again. This lady said, you came at a black, and this is why I say stuff about black women, because black women always emphasize that they are black because they're trying to play and bait and use the race card. That's why I say this. You came at a black female teenager as a grown man, really. So like I said, the man didn't say anything wrong. He didn't say anything disparaging. He didn't talk bad about the young lady. He didn't say, "Oh, this was a dumbass bitch standing right here because you see this lady in the back trying to work out." No, he didn't say any of that, right? And so he said, "What does her race, right, and gender have to do with anything?" Because a lot of people, if you peruse social media a lot, you know certain buzzwords and topics and things that you say can make a person look like they're racist, or if they try to defend it, they're not racist, or I don't know the term. If you feel a type of way about gender, misgendering and shit like that, they could try to hurt your business or hurt you on social media, or dox you, say where you live at, where you work at, all of this type of stuff. So people know certain buzzwords that they can say and do on social media to make you feel a certain type of way or look a certain type of way. That's why he said, what does her race and gender have to do with anything? Point blank, period. Right? So, is it up there on the screen so y'all can see it? All right. Plus, she's an adult. She's in college. Look at my page. If you're trying to hurt the gym community, I try to help you do better. Period. I don't care what someone's gender or race is. She tried to post and shame another woman who did absolutely nothing wrong. I agree. I don't even know why you even post this video from the start and tried to act like the white lady was trying to bother you, was in your way. You have poor gym etiquette. You're in her way because you're using a machine that you're working out in front of a machine that you're not using. If you were going to use that machine, you should, when you seen that lady, you said, "Hey, I'm using the machine," so she could walk off and understand that you got to wait your turn. She's waiting for you to give her confirmation on, are you using this machine? Are you going to move out the way? What the fuck are you doing? But you continue to stand there. And like I said, y'all always want an issue about something. It's always something. It could be the little slightest thing. And then y'all use this thing called microaggressions. Oh, I hate that. But they didn't really call me a nigga, but the look in their eyes, you could tell they were trying to call me a nigga. They was thinking nigga. It just be little stuff like that. That it's like when I hear the word, little microaggressions, I'm like, oh my God. You feel somebody racist without them actually being racist, which is weird shit. Okay. So he says she tried to post and shame another woman who did absolutely nothing wrong. She was 100% in the wrong, and that other woman didn't deserve this. And please show me where I came at her or say anything mean or attack her. Exactly. I explained to the situation without calling her names or attacking her, but instead asking her to do better and mind her own business, which is very warranted. And somebody responded to him and said, "You're a problem, lady. Sad to see. Great stuff, Joey." So if y'all don't know, Joey Swole is a gym influencer. So that's why he does these type of things when people doing exposed videos or he shows workout videos, or when people have bad gym etiquette like this person does right here. So this is what I want to show. It's always something that black women are trying to get a rise out of the community, because right now they're allowed to run rampant on social media and say and do whatever the fuck they want to. And that's why I say, as black men, y'all better watch out, get out the way. Do not be trying to say these women, because this is what I say. That lady that got hit with the brick, well, it's her husband. How are you out 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning getting hit with bricks? That lady that got hit with the brick, how are you out 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning getting hit with bricks? That's what I need to know. Where your husband at? Why are you calling on other men to help you? Y'all need to know the difference between protection and having a savior. I'm gonna say that again: protection and a savior. It seems like that whoop y'all ass a lot when it comes to situations like this. I guess my own internet behind. Finally. So let me show y'all this. Now we're gonna talk about Jamie Foxx. Let's talk about Jamie. Good old Jamie Foxx. So if y'all don't know, Jamie Foxx was having his issue where he was sick. They thought he was dying. And they said it was cloned, and he came back. And then they said he doesn't look like the same thing, same man. But people are slow, so they don't understand. If you're sick, you might not look like yourself, bouncing back from a sickness, but they just think you're gonna just look like your regular old self. If I how long we was hearing Jamie Foxx fighting his sickness for like months and months, you would be like, I understand why Jamie Foxx doesn't look like himself, right? So this is this is the picture of Jamie Foxx and his white lady, his white woman, right? Oh man, dang! Let me go back. I did not mean to go to her page, but let's go read these comments. Let's read these comments. I'm starting to think he don't really like women. Black woman. How do you think a black man with a white woman don't like women? I'm I'm confused. I don't even know how you put heterosexual relationship to not liking women. That would be homosexual. But this is the things that they're allowed to say on social media. And I know that we have a lot of people that was in a classroom of 6 interacting with people who are in a normal sized classroom of 30. So I get it. I understand that it's just a weird time that we're in, and a weird dichotomy in the ecosystem. So I guess we have to have a little grace for the little, the little slow kids, whatnot. We ain't never got to worry about him with a black woman. All that praying him through recovery, and this what he gives the angels from Africa. Really, really. So basically, since he with a white woman, that means y'all don't supposed to pray for black men if they gonna date white women. So it's better that he died because he's not with a black woman. Like I tell y'all all the time, these people are some of the most vicious, vitriolic people ever. They even want their prayers back. Their prayers back when something doesn't go their way. When they're not getting praised, you can't reprimand them. You can't talk about how bad they do things or any of that. And the reason we got to talk about this type of stuff because these are the people that's influencing our community. We are in a monarch. The black community is a monarch, a matriarch. I mean, it's a matriarch. So when you think about who's running the community, who's raising the children, who's rearing the children, who's why the men act the way they do, why the women act the way they do, because women run our community. They said you could judge a group of people by how their women act. This woman said, we ain't never got to worry about him with a black woman. All that praying him through recovery. And this is what he gives the angels from Africa. How do you even know he even believe in the angels to come from Africa or the angels of Africa? All of this is weird. This girl said, look at y'all asking for y'all prayers back. He loves him some Wonder Bread. Very own brand. It said, we know who not making the potato salad. Said, I see he made a full recovery and back to, and then at the bottom it says entertaining crackers. Zoom in if y'all must and look at that. It said entertaining crackers. Got 2,001 reactions to that. Somebody says, so no lessons learned from Jonathan Majors, I see. I wish y'all would quit acting like white women be jamming black men up. How many times I done seen black men get set up by black women? Mo 3 is a prime example. Mo 3 got set up by a black woman and got killed. So I wish we would stop acting like just because you date a white woman, your life is going to be more horrible, or you're going to get jammed up in the court system. Like, y'all really be setting niggas up. I've seen it too many times. Most of the niggas that's in prison or get killed is behind one of y'all black ass. Point blank, period. But I thought, never mind. Before everyone starts judging and forming opinions, there is a backstory that gives you better insight. I can't even watch him in Django without getting pissed off anymore. Is it too late to laugh this hard? But I am enjoying this. He played the wrong character in Django. He played the wrong character in Django. I see I have to repeat myself. They code switching for Ray Charles too. When they find him a Katie Holmes replacement from Timu, huh? Even his clone has a preference. He definitely has a type. And then they say paper, snow, a ghost. And then it says mayonnaise right there in that picture. We done prayed him healed. Amen. Now back to Nick and Nancy with the 5 head. And they put a giraffe. He looked good though. That's the first good comment I seen. I bet you she didn't pray as much as y'all did. She probably don't even know how. She probably don't even know how to pray. Oh my God. He like his chicken boiled, not fried. Back in his natural habitat. Is it the Nick Jamie? Is that what you said? And 2 people that posted this giraffe. So many. I told y'all they're not funny. They're not charismatic. They're not innovative. They're not witty. They're really parroting each other once again in this comment section. In this comment section, they're parroting each other again. It says another black woman. I bet she big as hell. She got a fat face in his profile pic. How I know? How I know? It's out, bruh. You know who be the most opinionated? Is the women that are out of certain men's leagues. Like this woman would never. Jamie Foxx didn't even look her way. I'm not looking her way. Look at this. Look at this woman, and y'all see this woman got the tattoo on her chest. These braids look messed up. She is at the beach. We'll get her there in this picture. But she got a Fred Flintstone ass moo cover on her over her body. With somebody else that look big in this picture too. That is sad. How dare you? How dare you? But let's read what she said. Hold on, I gotta find her. I gotta find her comment. Her comment. She said, Supposedly he's ready to get married now. Jamie I love as a talent, but his dating choices and yellow belling he do in white spaces makes me cringe. But anywho, as if you could ever. He loves him an average Anglo woman. He got a new handler. But what hold on. This person said, but was she by his side? But was she by his bedside? I'm not a doctor, but he definitely does not look like a recent stroke patient. She looks like a knockoff Hillary Swank. He loves snow bunnies. These comments are everything. You saw it first, lol. Him and his little milk of magnesia. See, this is what happens. You have to choose black women. The white man got to choose black women, and the black women have to choose black women. And the thing is, people will say, not all black women act like this. But if I got thousands of comments on two posts, 6,000, 10,000, and they all saying the same thing, it would be safe to say that over half of the women think like this in our community. This person said, I'm gonna get off this from Jamie Foxx. This person said he could never want a black woman. We cook too good, pray, clean up, and care too much. He obviously doesn't want that. All that big old meat going to waste. Bruh. If y'all cared enough, y'all would really seriously take the time out to pick good baby fathers for your children. How in the world y'all gonna care for Jamie Foxx and half of y'all got kids that y'all don't even know how to take care of properly? I'm just saying, if y'all cared about and cared too good and prayed so much, a lot of the stuff that going in our community would not be going on. That's a fact. That is a fact, Sheldon. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. That's a fact. Let's do this for now. I got another one. Now we are about to talk about Candace Owens. So Candace Owens. We're gonna talk about Candace Owens on the Whatever podcast. The reason we're gonna talk about Candace Owens because I just want to go her view, and I have a difference of opinion when it comes to what Candace Owens thinks about what happened on the Whatever podcast, right? And we're gonna talk about horror culture.
Listeners probably don't watch the Whatever podcast.
Hold on, let me pause it because
Seen it before, and my understanding was that this host, Brian, allows a bunch of sex workers to sit in a circle, and he sometimes has a conservative on to talk about their jobs. So it didn't seem like the right fit for me to be sitting across from these ladies as they talked about their OnlyFans careers or talked about the various sex work that they do as, proud prostitutes. I remember dreading this. I was talking to a PR person. I'm like, why do I have to do this? This makes entirely no sense to me. And boy, am I glad that I sat down on that podcast. Boy, am I glad that I was booked to do this show, because it turns out that you actually can learn a lot from hoes. So let me just set this up for you before I show you a few clips from the show. Essentially,
It'd be so funny too, because I slut shaming is a thing, and not in a sense of, I think people can slut shame because, you know, you have a small body count and they have a big body count, but slut shaming is a thing for me of how I look at it when it's between women, because women know innately and inherently that men do judge our body count, and women try to separate themselves of being a better woman based on how many bodies they got and how they obtain those bodies. So let's say I got 10 bodies. I'm speaking as if I'm a female, and that female got 10 bodies. Now, if I got my 10 bodies, 10 individual times, and she got her 10 bodies by 3 separate times, but she got trains ran on her, people would say that those 10 bodies are worse because she let men run trains on her, whereas I took my time and I got my 10 bodies at a different pace. We both got 10 bodies, but how you obtain those bodies, makes people feel a certain type of way.
I was invited to sit down. Every girl across the table said what they did for a living. One girl was a singer and she leaned conservatively, but everyone else, there was one girl who was on OnlyFans, but she only takes her top off. There was another person who was on OnlyFans. There was two women that were prostitutes and said essentially that they help to save marriages. Yep, you heard me correctly. Because of them and the work that they do as prostitutes and as sex therapists, they sleep with your man so that your marriage can be saved. Now, of these two,
probably so. They probably do help the marriage out because the man needs some fire to go home to his wife, and that's outside cootie pop probably give him a little spark so he can go home to the bedroom and give you what they was doing.
Proud prostitutes. One of them was just 22 years old. And I'm going to show you guys a clip of her talking about how men that date her are actually insecure. Take a listen.
I've had no issues being a legal prostitute just because I haven't been dating anybody within this time for that year. Mm-hmm. As for everything else, it's hard dating. I've ran into a lot of insecure men. Typically, those are the ones that can't handle me doing what I do for work. And
just a point of clarification. So you've run into a lot of insecure men, and are they insecure because they don't want to date you because you are currently active as a prostitute?
No, I'm saying I've never dated a guy while I was working at the brothels, at the Bunny Ranch or the Mustang Ranch. But I've been dating guys like between me doing camming and dancing. So that's what I'm talking about.
But you mentioned insecure men. What specifically are they doing that makes them insecure? Is it because they're insecure about your work?
Yes. Like I've had exes in the past that would cry about me going to work to dance at the strip club. Okay. I've had guys try to control like what I wear and say that I can't work at strip clubs or do OnlyFans or whatever.
Was there more?
No, and that's...
Okay. Is it because they're insecure, or is that just them having boundaries and standards?
I feel like that's...
If those men had boundaries and standards, they wouldn't have even looked her way. If those men had boundaries and standards, they would have not looked her way.
I mean, you knew what I was doing before you met me.
I agree. They knew what she was doing before they met her.
Right? So all of them knew exactly what I was doing before they met me, which brings it to, if you have a problem with what I do before you meet me, maybe don't get involved with me.
Sure.
I'm very open. I'm a very honest person. You knew what I was doing before you met me. If you don't like it.
I got a question for y'all. Do you think you're supposed to change for relationships? If you're in a relationship, do you think you're supposed to change because you're in a relationship to better that relationship or to help the longevity of their relationship? Y'all let me know in the comment section.
There's the door.
So here's the first thing that I want to say. I thought that sitting across from these young women, it was going to make me angry. But what I actually felt was a tremendous sadness for that young woman that you're listening to, because I have a daughter, and the concept of a 22-year-old young girl sleeping with up to 10 men per night, which is something that she mentioned earlier in the show, 5 to 10 people, clients that she will see in one day, actually saddens me. It breaks my heart. And to listen to her justify why her relationships are not working out and to place it onto insecure men, as she describes them, and not her line of work, not actually what might be men caring about her, men wanting her to get out of this lifestyle. Does she have a point that, well, they already knew I was doing this? Yeah, okay, sure, you're right. They probably shouldn't have been drawn to you in the first place. But the point is that once they try to get you away from this lifestyle, it's not an indicator of insecure men. It's actually could be an indicator that people think that you're better than the career that you have. Her justification is that she's making money. Later on, she says that she's going to get out of sex work and then she'll be fine and she's just going to get married happily ever after. When I explained to them why it was that none of them were in relationships, barring the one 31-year-old on the far right that was sitting there and who is, I think she was 32 or 31 and is currently not married, that of course, when men learn and you are older and in your 30s or in your 40s that you used to be a prostitute, it is going to narrow your prospects, not because men are insecure, but because men have standards, right? And men.
So I'm going to say this. I think that a person that is out here showing their private parts to the world so they can see for a monetary gain, I don't think that's somebody that you should date in the first place. But let's say you decide to get into a relationship with them. Then you want to tell them they should change. And if they're making a good amount of money doing what they do, I would not change for that person either. Because now I'm making money. You met me doing this, and you want me to change up two very important things about my life to be with you. Now, I see if you say something like, "Hey, baby, I don't like when you leave dishes in the sink at night. Could you just place it in the dishwasher?" Yeah, I normally don't do that, but for you, I can do that. Hey, baby, when you go to the bathroom, I would like it if you put the toilet down because, it was late at night and I was, sleeping. I sat down and I fell in the fucking toilet. Yeah, I don't normally do that, but baby, for you, I would do that. Those are things that you do to prolong a relationship. It's just those little small things. And then sometimes it gets a little bit deeper. It might be something like, "Hey, baby, when you do X, Y, and Z, it makes me feel like this emotionally. Is it any way that we can address the way that you speak to me so maybe I don't feel like this later on down the line, or it won't be a lingering hurt, or I won't feel like you don't care about me when you say these things?" Oh, baby, we can address those things. Or maybe we can go a little bit farther. Maybe we can talk about your past and you bring it up and you tell me, "Hey, these are triggers for me. This X, Y, and Z triggers me. When you touch me like this, when you kiss me like this, when you say things like this, these are trauma responses. And I need you to know that, these are things that we need to talk about and need to work on so that I don't feel insecure or feel like I'm having flashbacks or PTSD in this relationship because something has happened in the past." Those are things you do. But when you talk about making money, I make money showing my cootie pop online or showing my Peter Whack online. That'll be hard to change because we know money is a lifeline. Point blank, period. Money is a lifeline. You need money to survive. Point blank, period. Ain't no way to slice it, right? And I would argue that a lot of these women know that the men that they date are insecure, and that's why they date them to get some type of relationship, some type of companionship. They want to be able to lay in the bed when they get in the bed. If they feet cold, they want to be able to rub their feet on these men's feet and warm their feet up. They want to have sex with these men and fight over who's gonna sleep in the wet spot later on at night. You get what I'm saying? They want that type of affection and companionship and love, even if it's 6 months, even if it's a year. They want to feel that too, like somebody cares for them. Is that an insecurity too? Because you prey on insecure men? Yeah, both people are insecure. And y'all are literally trauma bonding, because why would a man that's worth anything, even decide to take you serious? You're just a good time. And I wouldn't doubt that most of these men that they probably meet them while working. Most people meet the people that we date or marry at work. So you probably met one of these men, and it probably was one of the Johns that you were sleeping with, and he thought he could change you, or you seen that he had enough amount of money that enticed you to be like, maybe I could take him out of my trick category and put him in my man category. You get what I'm saying? And then Candace Owens said, maybe it is insecure for them to get with you. But sometimes when you get with somebody, you ask them to change because you think some of these, you're better than the things that you're doing. It's kind of like a slap in the face to tell somebody, you're better than this. You could do more than this. It's kind of like saying, so you telling me all this time I've been showing my coochie and my cootie pop, and I've been making money, that I don't have to do this, that this is beneath me. When you tell somebody that they're doing something that's beneath them, or you're better than them, that's slapping them in the face and telling them that they're doing peon type ish, that they're thinking small. And maybe it is. Maybe they are thinking small, or maybe they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Me and my homeboy was having this conversation earlier, and he was like, we have this thing called the damsel in distress, and we're saving them. And I'm like, yeah, we do. And men want to, be the heroes and the saviors, and that puts men in bad predicaments as well. And now these men get in relationships with these women, and they're scarred as well, because now they're trying to be a savior instead of a protector. If you're going to be with a woman, it would be advantageous to be with a woman that hasn't been out there, and you protect her from having to go out there. So how you would do that is, if you get into a relationship, you need to make enough money to where times aren't hard. And she says, I was out at the club with my homegirls, and the owner gave me his card, and he said he likes my body and I can make a lot of money, and I just need to send him a video, and I can start stripping on Monday if I just show him, what I can do. See, how do you be a protector is, if you make enough money, the owner comes up to her at the club, gives her a card, and she throws the card away, or she says, no, thank you, I'm cool. And you know why I know that happens? Because I have a friend that actually happened to. Him and her actually went out. It wasn't her homegirls. Him and her went out to the club. The owner had gave her a card. When she went to the restroom, she brought the card back to him, and they were talked about it. He wasn't working, wasn't doing anything. He was actually being a bum. He was like, well, she does have a nice body and she can dance. And today, this girl is still dancing in the strip club. And he agreed to it. And sure enough, about 6 months later, they end up breaking up. She was making a lot more money, addicted to the life, and when he wanted her to stop, she was too gone. Once a good girl gone bad, she's gone forever. And that's where men mess up. Y'all got to get with women that y'all can actually be protectors instead of saviors. But when it comes back to the damsel in distress stuff, typically we try to save women that are in situations that they don't put themselves in. A lot of men are trying to save women that are repetitive and habitual, I fuck my life up uppers. That's what they do. We grew up, and old people used to always say this: trouble seemed to find some people. And there's a lot of women that just happens to just always be in trouble, or always on the spot, always on the scene. It's always some crazy stuff happening. It's all, you got some people that's telling a story about something. They'll tell a story about something, and it's so outlandish. You're like, nah, man, you got to be lying. You're being hyperbolic right now. That didn't happen. And then you meet somebody else, and they tell you the same exact story. You're like, how the fuck did this happen to this person? And 3 months later, they're telling you another story, another crazy story, and they get to the point you're like, it is a spirit on you that Every time you do something and go somewhere, you're always putting yourself in precarious situations or bad situations. I need to get away from you. Damsel in distresses. That theory is to save a woman who is not put herself in a fucked up situation. Men are trying to save women that are consistently putting themselves in bad predicaments, bad situations, and they are habitual life fucker uppers. I'm going to say this. A lot of women that do sex work, they prey on men. They prey on men who are insecure. They prey on men that they feel are weak, and they prey on men who they feel they can manipulate, even though they know it's going to be for a short period of time. They know this. They know it. They know it. They know it. Y'all need to get that through y'all head. I don't understand why y'all think y'all could change these women. You can't. Let her go. Have fun with her. She's a good time. She's a fun girl. And sometimes, even if you decide to, you gotta, like I say, you got a whole frame. If you decide to even just, you know, you want to be serious with her for a little while, understand like when you go out with her, you going out with her. It's probably 6, 7 dudes in that restaurant that then probably, slap that Peter whack on her face. It is what it is. You got to deal with that. You can see videos of men doing it and all the freaky stuff she do on camera. That's what draws you to her, because you see that she ready to go. But understand, that's one aspect of a relationship. Excuse me. Sex. That's all that relationship is about. Sex. And it should be left at sex. Now, when it comes to Candace Owens on this podcast, I will say a lot of the stuff, Dope Tripod. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hit like. But I will say, y'all make sure y'all share my video too. Make sure y'all share my video. But I will say this as well. A lot of these women and a lot of these men, trauma bonding is a big thing when it comes to relationships. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to all of the divorces that have hit the media streets lately, these social media streets lately. But man, it is ridiculous. We probably up to like 12 divorces in like 2 weeks, famous divorces, right? And then y'all know people around y'all that then got divorced. Marriage in America is dead. I'm just gonna have to tell y'all that if you're thinking about getting married, the best relationship advice you can get is to not do it. The best relationship advice is to not do it. Point blank, period. Just don't do it. Don't think about it. Just enjoy that woman for the time being. If she puts pressure on you to get married, you should just tell her, don't string her along, because that's how, feelings get involved and things happen. And she might want to chop your Peter whack off or something like that, because now you telling her you don't want to get married. But like I said, you need to be honest with her and be like, hey, look, marriage isn't in my cards. I don't see myself get married. I don't want to go down that road. Do that. Because like I say, marriage is dead in America. Marriage is very beneficial if it's done correctly, but only 5% of people in America should be getting married. 5. Only 5. Dang, I've been on here an hour. I got another video we finna talk about. Hold on, see if I can find it. Hopefully my Twitter come up. I ain't never screen share Twitter on him. And you gotta be careful on Twitter because all the porn and stuff that be on here. Hold on. Let me sign in. But the next video we're gonna talk about. Oh shit. Oh, it let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Now let me go to my bookmarks on Twitter. Oh yeah, if y'all following my socials is the New Normal Podcast on all social media platforms except for on Oh snap! That's what's up. It's the New Normal podcast on how do I go to my bookmark? On all social media platforms, but on Twitter, on Instagram is the New Normal Pod 20. I'm trying to find my bookmarks because I had to bookmark this video that I want to watch, that I want to show to y'all. Maybe this is it. Your list. All right. I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. Dang, sexy red in my head for no reason, y'all. Bookmarks. Oh, here we go. Y'all think sexy red and industry plant? Oh yeah, we got plenty of videos, y'all. Oh. Let me show y'all some. And this is why I say this. This is why I say what I'm about to tell y'all. What I've been speaking on all night. What I've been saying to y'all all night. And here it is. Black women, are they racist? So I'm about to share this video with y'all so y'all can see it. So here we go. Let me make it big so y'all can watch this.
Don't you snatch that from her. Don't do that again. Yeah, knock it down. Tear it up. Yep, and step on it. And Karen's just gonna have to deal with it. The fuck? Yep, knock all of it down. Good girl. Very good, Naoki. And grab it and tear it up. Oh well. Tear it up again. Don't put your hands on her. Don't do that. Yeah.
Now, y'all, so one of y'all sons out here is gonna date this young lady when she gets older, and she's been taught this type of behavior. She's got to be about 3 years old right now, at a young age. And just think about having that woman in the background laughing as your mother-in-law. She's going to uphold her in all of her debauchery and her fuckery that she can think of. And it's going to be hell. This is a woman that's telling her little black girl, oh man, I meant to do this. I keep forgetting to do this. But this is a woman that's telling her little black girl, her little black baby, that Karens are going to have to learn. And we know Karen is a racist, derogatory term at this point now, right? We know this. We know this. And you're teaching your little black girl this right now. Let's watch it again.
Don't you snatch that from her. Don't do that again. Yeah, knock it down. Tear it up. Yep, and step on it. And Karen's just gonna have to deal with it. The fuck? Yep, knock all that.
And she cussing stuff around these children. Now, I know a lot of y'all that come in the black family. Y'all mama say sit your ass down and all that, but I wasn't raised like that. My parents didn't cuss at me, but I know a lot of parents who do cuss at their children. They think that it's normal, but you can look up the psychology of being cussed at as a child. You feel like you've been offended. It's not healthy psychologically. We cussed at as a child, and they got plenty of reports on this. You can look it up, but just do this around other people's children, and you know that a lot of people do not use profanity. And you got to think about this. Even on movies, some of the ratings are rated R just strictly because of the profanity. So they're letting your child know that there's going to be some words that's going to be said in here that they may not need to hear. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about y'all child, but I know how I feel about mine. If I was a parent and I just happened to see you you bigging your child up, or or you're putting a battery in her back to act like this towards my child, I would come over there and suplex you and your child. I might suplex you on top of your child for teaching her to be like this, to be evil to my child. And the girl snatched something out of her hand. If you have kids, then you understand. Children are erratic. Children are stingy. If you ever raised a child, you have to tell a child, hey, you got to learn how to share. Sharing is caring. They don't say that shit when you're young. Sharing is caring. So when you see another little girl snatching out another little girl's hand, so be it. They're playing. You might not like it, but that's just how it is. That's how children play, especially when you're in an environment where the children may not know each other. Because what it looks like, this is maybe like some entertainment for children, maybe like a McWayne Center, or maybe like a jump park or something like that. That's what this looks like. So I'm pretty sure your child is not used to being around this child, and vice versa. So, like I said, you're acting worse than the children because you're supposed to be the adult, and you're telling your child to act like this towards another child. Black woman telling a black child to act like this to a white child. Now, I get it. Y'all gonna say whatever, what happened in the past, all of that. That's cool. The issue I have with a lot of this is you'll raise your daughter up to be like this, and somebody's son will be dating her, and she act an ass somewhere and start a fight, and then look at that boy and say, hey, you need to be a protector. And I hope y'all teaching y'all sons, y'all need to get away from women that act like this, because if I was out with her and she started acting erratic, I'm like, bitch, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts, questions, maybes, wethers, none of that. It's peace out. I got to deal, because I'm not finna put my life on the line for nobody that's stupid. I'm not putting my life on the line for somebody that's dumb. And a lot of these women are dumb, evil, vitriolic. Bruh. I'm telling y'all need to open y'all eyes up and see what's going on. These are the people that is controlling the black community. They're raising their sons and their daughters like this. And one of the biggest talking points when you have these conversations, when I get on TikTok, that black men are the most people that's incarcerated. That is true. But also, black women are the most incarcerated when it comes to women too. Nobody ever says that. That is true. That black men are the most incarcerated, but when it comes to women, black women are the most incarcerated too. And both of them, if you look at reports, are raised by single mothers. So that's letting you know. I'm pretty sure this woman acting like this out here with this child doesn't have a father around. I'm a married man with 2 children. My wife would never act like this out here in the street. And if I find out that she did, we would have a problem if you're telling my child to do something like this. This is horrible, horrible, horrible behavior. And it's going to keep going. And I'm telling y'all, the black women are going to put you in predicaments that we are not ready for as black people. They keep talking about the revolution will not be televised, and black power this, and black men need to stand up. Y'all bitches need to sit down. Sit down for a second. Reevaluate yourself. Let's get our family unit together. Let's make a plan together. We can't just be out here, shooting in the wind and hope it hit something and hit something that's pertinent to our cause. You out here telling this look at this. Look at this little hair raiser. Just look at this little hair raiser.
Don't you snap.
Like I say, these ain't nothing but they ain't raising nothing but renegades. That's all these black women are raising is renegades. That's why these boys out here shooting up the neighborhoods and drive-bys and killing like they do, because the black women raise them. They don't want to talk about that.
Don't you snatch that from her. Don't do that again. Yeah, knock it down. Tear it up.
And crazy part about it, I didn't even read the caption. The caption say, "My daughter not playing with these baby Karens."
Yep, and step on it. And Karen's just gonna have to deal with it. The fuck? Yep, knock all of it down. Good girl. Very good, Naoki. And grab it and tear it up. Oh.
Y'all let me know, can black people be racist? Put it in the comment section. Can black people be racist?
Well. Tear it up.
And you can hear her evil laugh in the background. That's what's pissing me off. Because I just think about, let's say it wasn't a white child and my son was over there playing with her and he's happened to snatch something out of that child's hand, and I hear her chuckling, telling her daughter to be mean to my child. I was going to act an ass. Because sometimes, and people like to try to act like you need to turn the other cheek. I'm not a turn the other cheek type person. I'm a person that believes in giving people the utmost respect at any time. I don't care if I think they're stupid. I don't care if I think they're dumb. I don't think if I care if they're scary. I don't care if I think I could beat their ass. I give everybody the same amount of respect. So when I go off or when I go there, everybody that knows my character knows I don't just go off for no reason. I'm not an erratic person. I don't just do things at the drop of a dime or because the wind fucking blow or because I got to itch up my ass. Like, I am a person that's well put together. So that's why I give people respect the way that I do, because, bro, I don't disrespect you first. But when I get ready to disrespect you, you better watch out, because I'm coming and I ain't stopping. I'm a person that if I got to cut you 100 on one, if I got to cut myself 100 times to cut you 101 times, I'm willing to do that.
But yeah, don't put your hands on her. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't you snatch that from her. Don't do that again. Yeah, knock it down. Tear it up. Yep, and step on it. And Karen's just gonna have to deal with it. The fuck? Yep, knock all of it down. Good girl. Very good.
Then she's telling her, good girl. Good girl. This is a renegade. These are the baby renegades that's going to be back out here in society. And we have people like this raising these children. And y'all wonder why these motherfuckers can sing Sexy Red, but they can't. They ain't got good grades. This is the same person that's going to teach this person this. And another thing,
Naoki, and grab it and tear it up.
And another thing is, why you got this baby in this Power Ranger outfit that the grown women be wearing? I know y'all done seen. I know y'all done been to the club and seen a grown ass woman in the same outfit. I know y'all been to the club and seen a grown ass woman in the same outfit that this little girl got on. And y'all gonna be like, oh, what she has on, she's covered up. But y'all know why the girls wear this outfit. Because it's tight, form-fitting, and it accentuates certain parts of the body. And as a matter of fact, if you look at what the other kids have on and compare what she got on, the little black girl, compare what the little black girl has on compared to the white girls. Because when you wear this type of outfit and this spandex, it's pulled up in certain crevices and it shows it. And you're going to say, oh, you shouldn't be thinking about that like a child. Like, yes, you should be. Not in a sexual manner, but you should be thinking, hey, I should put my daughter in this young in something that's provocative that I know grown women wear to the club to get attention in. Just pay attention. Look at what everybody else has on. Look what everybody else had on. And look what this black girl got on.
Don't you snatch that from her. Don't do that again. Yeah, knock it down. Tear it up. Yep, and step on it. And Karen's just going to have to deal with it. The fuck? Yep, knock all of it down. Good girl.
This is the type of little girl that's gonna be raised, throw vases at your head when you walk through the door. She gonna be cussing you out. She gonna try to run you over with the car. She gonna try to Lorena Bobbitt you. Like this is what she raising.
Very good, Naoki. And grab it and tear it up. Oh well.
And you can hit the little girl in the back. Say, stop it.
Tear it up again. Don't put your hands on her. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't.
Let me take this off the screen because I don't need whatever Twitter gonna have with the hell. Let me see. I want y'all to see this too. I want everybody knows. Everybody's seeing this. Everybody is seeing what's going on. Look what this. Look what who commented it. If y'all can see this, I'm gonna try to make it big. But if y'all can see this, this is what this person who posted this that I seen. It says black parents, especially black women, are some of the worst offenders when it comes to instilling anti-white values in their children. In this case, a black mom calling a little white girl a Karen. A lot of this racial discord being sown starts in the home. But you know why they don't say anything to black women? Because they are the retarded kids in the class. Like that No Child Left Behind shit fucked up a whole 2 generations of children. Because a lot of y'all should not be in the class with the rest of us. Everybody in the community needs to know that you're slow. You know what part of why the No Child Left Behind thing messed everything up? Because one of the things you got to do is know people and how smart they was. Nobody wants to procreate with the person that everybody knows that's in the slow class. Like if I know a chick in a slow class, even if she's fine, I'm like, that ass look nice. But you are sitting in a classroom with only 4 people. This is a hard decision that I might have to pass because the potential of getting you pregnant, and I know you're in a class with only 4 other people, and I'm in a class of 30 people, might not fare well for my child. But when you got everybody in the same classroom, we don't even know who the dummies is no more. That's one of the perfect things about having those classes where it was 4 to 5 people in. And sometimes you had classes, sometimes you had I was still in school where we still had the slow class, right? And sometimes you'll walk past the classroom, right? And y'all know those tiles in the ceilings that you can push up and take down the white tiles. Sometimes they had them in the slow class and they would let them draw on the tiles and make pictures and shit and put them back up in the top of the classroom. And then some of the classrooms, they had the cubicles. Like, this is the first time ever, you know, you watch TV, you see cool cubicles. They was having actual cubicles in these classrooms, but all the cubicles was on the side of the wall. So nobody, and it was facing the wall, so nobody could really see or interact with each other. But in the middle of the room, it was nothing but space. It was like they had space just for the kids just to run the fuck around. Like, that's one of the perks about the slow class, is that you knew who was dumb. Now we don't know who dumb. We don't know who a dummy. Like, we used to call them LD, the local dummies. I'm gonna read this again. This is from Lauren Witzke. Black parents, especially black women, because you know why she said especially black women? Because everybody knows the black women are the ones that's raising these children for the most part. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows at this jump part right now, the white kids are probably there with their mama and their daddy, and every time they go somewhere where they're playing, is always the mama and there with the dad. They know this because I'm gonna tell y'all, when we go certain places, typically it's like that. Black parents, especially black women, are some of the worst offenders when it comes to instilling anti-white values in their children. In this case, a black mom calling her little white girl a Karen. A lot of this racial discord being sown starts in the home. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Pretty please with sugar on top. I am trying to grow my channel even more. I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight and being here this late with me. I understand it is late, but we're gonna talk about, I think, one more thing I got on the list. One more thing I want to talk about before I get out of here. Look at this. We're gonna talk about Philadelphia, y'all. Let me take this out the screen so I can find this. Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to what the fuck is going on in Philly, right? I think it's Philly. Let me make sure it's Philly. I might have put the wrong city on there. Y'all go follow me on Rumble too. If y'all watch it, go follow me on Rumble. Cause I got we finna start going hard on Rumble. Like, I got so much to talk about on Rumble, but you know, YouTube doesn't allow a lot of stuff. I got fights. I got the craziest of crazies to show you guys on Rumble, but I can't show it on YouTube. I can't show it on YouTube. Now, I'm going to show y'all this video. I think this is Philadelphia. I put Philadelphia, but you know, people are looting in Philadelphia. It's getting wild. It's getting out of hand. Target is going to close down a lot of stores. You have Walmart closing down stores in Chicago. You had a place in Washington, D.C., a grocery store that said they was going to lose $500,000 in stolen in lost merchandise or stolen merchandise. So it's a lot of stores closing because of theft in these areas, and the theft is so bad and these mobs are so big that they can't maintain what's going on in these stores to stay open, or it's not feasible for them to stay open. So I'm gonna play this video so y'all can see what's going on. And then, you know what's crazy? Black people are always saying people are racist and stuff like that, and then go back and beg the white man for their store not to leave out their communities. But y'all are doing this and making y'all neighborhoods desolate, making y'all have food deserts and have issues to where y'all can't get the proper attention and stuff that y'all need. So they just decide to leave these communities, which ain't a bad thing because everything going to internet anyway. Y'all just give them more incentive to go to the internet. That way y'all can't steal, and hell, a delivery fee is better than y'all being able to take the shit out the store. Let me show y'all. Let's watch this.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody.
Now, does this look like a sane individual out here? Does this person just look sane is holding the phone and screaming and everybody's behind her screaming? Like this is like a normal day in the neighborhood. She doesn't look frantic. She doesn't look scared. She doesn't like she worried about the police coming. She doesn't look like, damn, I shouldn't put my face on here because they can identify me. Like this is just a normal day for her.
Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
And you know what's sad about what she's saying? She's saying everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. I don't know if y'all pay attention to what's going on, but they're looting and robbing a liquor store. I keep telling y'all that most people are living in a medicated reality. They getting high, they getting drunk, they fucking, they snoring shit, they watching porn, they sex addicts. They're just trying to get by and they try to find anything to help them cope. A medicated reality. You got all these people out here, and if you think this is what's crazy. If you're going to take this type of risk, you would think it'd be to better your family. But y'all gonna be drunk the whole fucking weekend and then what? You back to your normal miserable lives? Come on now.
Everybody must eat. That's what I'm talking about. Rest well, Eddie. Rest well, Eddie. Uh-oh, look, here come more people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody.
And y'all look at the comments that's strolling up on here. There's so many smiley faces. Like a lot of people think this shit is cute. What's going on?
Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody.
Somebody in the comment section asked her, "Why you not going in?" She a big girl. That little hole they toe in the side of that roll up door, she probably can't fit in there. She probably sent her goonies in there.
Everybody must eat. That's what I'm talking about. Rest well, Eddie. Rest well, Eddie. Uh-oh, look, here come more people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Somebody said, grab me some Casa. Oh, I can't let y'all see what I then bookmarked on Twitter. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. Y'all know Twitter have me coming down. Yeah, they say welcome to Philadelphia. Hold on. Let me go to the next video. Let me remove that one. Go to the next video. So here's another video, another angle. Put this one on the screen so y'all can see.
Niggas going crazy. Go on, boy. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, me too. Me too. This part not to look.
This don't make no goddamn sense. Crackheads running around like they turned the lights on and roaches just start scattering. Just look at this. And y'all be wondering why you can't have that. This is look how many people this is. And I tell y'all this all the time. Classism should be a thing with us as black people, but we got to be down, we got to be cool, we got to you can't act like you better than somebody because you get shunned or you become the coon. All of this stuff they like to say to shame you in the black community. But at this point, would you rather be someone that separates yourself and know that you're a better person than the people that you see in this video? Because somebody would would definitely tell me, I can hear it now, but you don't know what those people are going through. I mean, the people out there with the J's that's kicking on his damn door to get in here to get alcohol. The people with the quote unquote designer clothes. A lot of these people that's going in here don't look bummy. You don't know what they're going through. You've never been in that situation. Like, they always excuse fuckery in our community. And y'all know who excuse fuckery in our community a lot? White folks. I hate when if I say this and a white person comes to defend this shit, I know they don't like niggas. I know they don't. Because you don't go and say that same stuff about your white community. If this happened in your community, what white people was doing is you'll say y'all would need to be better. But with black people, I told y'all when they deem you slow, they deem you the retarded kid in class, they just make excuses for you and let you run rampant.
Bros, all this cops coming. Oh yeah, the cops coming.
We got meatball outside.
Barbara Williams, you said and to what? What are you saying and to?
Rest well, Eddie.
And why the liquor store? That's the question that I gotta ask always. Why the liquor store? Here's another video. I don't think this is the liquor store. What is it? Let's play this. Play this one. Everyday behavior. Everyday behavior in these areas. I'm so glad I ain't never grew up in no area like this.
Oh my
Does this sound like a sane person laughing? Just listening to this person laugh. Does this sound like somebody that's sane? That has all her marbles, that elevator goes all the way to the top.
Oh my god. Whoa.
And you got to ask yourself, this is an all night thing. What are these children parents at? Where are the parents at? You got to know everything on fire in Philadelphia and all the break-ins and robberies and stuff like that. I know you heard about it. And your child at home and you ain't sending for them and you ain't looking for them. This is piss poor parenting at this point.
Oh my god. Whoa.
How do you even think something like this is even cute? That's the question that I got. How do you think something like that is cute to be doing? It's funny. It's cool. I would not want my son to be getting punched in the face by a grown man like that, and he looked like he about 15, 16 running out that store. I would not want my son to be putting himself in predicaments like this, situations like this. This is sad. It's a sad state of affairs for us as Black people. And I be asking, why ain't nobody else ringing the alarm? Why ain't nobody saying anything? Like, and it get to the point. Why? It's a person in DC, a city councilman named Trey Young White. He's about the only person that I've seen that's in a position to really do something. Actually, say, hey, we need the National Guard here. Y'all can look at my video. Trey Young White. He's a city councilman of Washington D.C. He was asking for the National Guard, and I want to do an interview with him because it has to be scary to say something like that. And when Donald Trump said it, when he was in office, they said, oh, he's racist. He's trying to do X, Y, Z to the Black people. But now you're a Black man that fit the Black aesthetics with the dreadlocks and everything. And you're saying, hey, it's bad in DC. We need some help. The pandemic and all the BLM riots and stuff like that has made a lot of the policing force shorthanded. Did y'all see in California when they was talking defund the police, that in certain Black neighborhoods the Black men had to get their guns and go out there because they were so short staffed that white people was rioting and doing stuff to their grandmoms and stuff. They were literally shooting up these older Black neighborhood homes, and the grandsons and stuff, 16-year-old boys out there standing on the corner with their guns trying to stop the white men from rioting because they didn't have any police force to stop them. Now, granted, I know y'all argument probably would be, how do you know they're gonna stop them? Cool. If you whatever you believe, whatever you feel, whatever you think, cool. If the police ain't gonna stop them, y'all Black ass ain't gonna stop them either. How about that? So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I just want to tell y'all, I love us as people. I love being Black. I love being a Black man. I like America. I love America. I've traveled other places. It ain't no place that I feel more safer than America. I understand it. This is where I grew up. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. But it just seems like when it comes to America, of course, there's some things that needs to be changed. Of course, there's some racial stuff. Of course, nobody's denying that. Okay, but it got to be a point where the things that we can change as Black people, we should be making a conscious effort to change. And us as Black people, it seems like we don't want to make that change. With everybody too afraid to be ridiculed by the next man. Kara, and the sad part about it is, we don't have any elders in our community anymore, because as an elder, you got more life behind you than you do in the front of you. So when you get that old, you're not really caring about what people have to say about you. The problem is when you have a 16-year-old girl and a 32-year-old mama and a 42-year-old grandmama, it's kind of hard to do that. And when it's ran by nothing but women, what do you think is going to happen? It's a sad state of affairs. Somebody got to ring the alarm on what's going on. It is scary, to say the least. It's scary how my people look. We try to act like us as Black people, we're so moral and we wouldn't do this and we don't rob and we don't steal. And then you look at what happened in Philadelphia. You got all these teenagers out here. A few old crackheads was out there. Most of these kids are under 20 years old doing all this damage in the community. And then another thing is, it's still stupid to riot in your own neighborhood. Why? I never understood that. You burn down your own Walmarts, your places where you have to shop, your own Burger King, your own Wendy's. You never go to a white people neighborhood. Y'all mad about racist shit, but you burn down your shit. Oh, they'll build it back. Oh, they got insurance, and then come to find out when you ride through these neighborhoods and stuff where y'all didn't ride it, they ain't brought nothing back. Now y'all gotta travel further. Half y'all ain't got cars. Y'all complain about gas now. Now they letting the immigrants come across the border into y'all neighborhood because y'all was champion because nobody owns the land and all of this type of stuff. And now y'all complaining about the immigrant crisis in Chicago, in New York, because in Chicago and New York, if y'all go and look at it, they're building homes to how they're building buildings and turning old buildings into housing units to house the immigrants that are coming into these neighborhoods. And y'all still got thousands of homeless people on y'all street, American citizens at that. Y'all don't wake up black people. They trying to replace your black ass. Point blank, period. They trying to replace your black ass. I remember it was a point in time when I was growing up, right? When I was growing up, we would go to Home Depot, Lowe's, stuff like that. It would be black men outside of those establishments passing out their cards and saying, hey, I could do X, Y, and Z. Now when you go to Home Depot, who do you see? The Hispanics. They come over there and they do everything under the table. They illegal, but they're going to do it for the cheap. What does that do? Well, if you're an illegal immigrant and you working in black neighborhoods, who's that going to cross out? The black men. And black women, if y'all haven't looked at the state of affairs when it comes to black relationships, they want black men to make more money so they can pay all of the bills. So how are you going to pay all the bills if you're championing for somebody to come in and cut your knees off? Weird stuff, to say the least. I don't even understand the logic behind a lot of the stuff that us as black people cheer for, champion for. Like, I know so many guys that drive diesel trucks. Listen to me. I know so many men who drive trucks, 18-wheelers, run by diesel, fossil fuels, right? But they vote Democratic, and I'm going to always say this. They vote Democratic, and they know the Democrats want to get rid of fossil fuels, fracking, offshore drilling, whatever. They want to get rid of it. They're trying to do renewable energy. If y'all ain't paid attention to how the world, not the United States, because y'all vote stupidly, but how the world is moving. The world, listen to me, the world is picking up the production of fossil fuels. In China, they say it's not going to work. The clean energy they talking about, not going to work like you think it is. Even the clean energy that we got in America is powered by fossil fuels. How are you as a man going to vote against how you make money? You drive trucks, but you're going to vote Democratic, which they say they're going to get rid of fossil fuels, which makes diesel fuel that powers the thing that you drive to feed your family. These are black men. These are men that were mad because they were saying Donald Trump was racist. It's weird. I don't give a fuck how nobody. I feel like all the presidents racist, even Obama. Even Obama was racist. But which one helped my pockets? I know it's bad when I'm having a conversation with one of my Hispanic co-workers, and he said, yeah, we didn't really like what the stuff that Trump was saying about the immigrants coming over here and about the border. But when I go to the grocery store, it's beating up my pockets. When I go to the gas pump, it's beating up my pockets. So if Trump can come back in here and flip this thing around, I'm voting for Trump. They know, and that's why they keep trying to push all of this stuff for him to go to jail, because they trying to take away that choice, because they know ain't no way in hell Joe Biden is winning again. No Democrat. The Democratic Party is not winning. They don't have any good candidates over there. So, like I say, as black people, we just gotta wake up. We gotta be smarter. Quit voting for stuff that's gonna hurt you. Y'all, black people always vote for how they feel in the moment instead of the long game. Y'all didn't think the first place they was gonna put illegal immigrants was in the black neighborhoods. I'm just asking y'all. Like, you just thought they was gonna. I don't know, put them in Martha's Vineyard, and we see how that turned out. Greg Abbott was shipping to Martha's Vineyard, and the white folks, the rich white folks, said, "Oh no, y'all got to get these immigrants up out of here." We see how that turned out, because they know when they come in here, they ain't gonna be able to afford to stay where we stay at. They gonna be able to afford where y'all poor black ass is, but y'all don't want to protect y'all community. Like I said, we tear down so much shit, and we claim America was built by slaves. What building's going on now for black people, by black people, for black people? We all love to say we built America on the backs of black people, on the backs of slaves. But what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? So I'm going to tell y'all, I love y'all once again. I want to see us do better. I want us to thrive. I want us to go far. I want us to be a people that love one another. Hopefully we'll get there. Everybody I talk to tell me that it's over with for black people. And when I watch a lot of stuff that I see, I would have to say I agree too. But I think it's just this little sliver of hope. It's just little. I do think it's over for us as black people. There ain't no hope for us. It's down the drain, down the toilet. It's the New Normal Podcast. If you watching, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. I appreciate all of you for watching the show tonight. I'm going to start streaming a little bit more. Y'all make sure y'all check me out. I'm typically going live at this time. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell, because YouTube ain't been sending out my notification bell. They be trying to shadow ban me and stuff like that, because I be speaking the truth, and I'm trying to tell y'all to wake up. They don't want y'all to wake up. The tiny hats is doing numbers on us as black community. That's why that's why they censor the black men and let the black women speak, because they know our community is a matriarch, and no other community runs like that other than the black community. Like I said, it's the New Normal Podcast, and we gone.